And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and prayer. Acts 2:42. The church is apostolic. And if we look at the ministry of Paul, we see reproductive. Paul's ministry was often a 15-day cycle, with 3 Sabbaths and 6 work days in between those Sabbaths, where he would arrive in a new town and he would begin spiritual conversation and debate with those that were gathered in the synagogue, gathered in the temple, and reveal to them that the Messiah they'd waited for had come, and complete their faith, because they were operating on a faith that was not complete, was one that had a missing piece, that was Jesus their Redeemer, and is Jesus their Redeemer. He would then appoint elders and move on and repeat the same cycle. This several times occurred in the book of Acts. There is some variation to that, but the apostolic emphasis is reproduction. The apostolic emphasis is making disciples, appointing leaders, expanding. The term apostle would have been clearly understood to a reader who lived within the Roman Empire. It was a term that had a political meaning. Imagine an ambassador sent by a king who has 2 forms of authority to accomplish the same goal. The goal is, we're going to expand into this neighboring country. First form of authority is like an ambassador. We'd like to make a treaty, we'd like to come peacefully, we'd like to establish political and economic relationship. If that is denied, this same person has the authority to wage war. So the 2 things were the soft way and the not soft way of achieving a goal of expanding into another territory. That is always part of the apostolic heart, and that is always one of the things that should be burning inside of any church of God's people. A sense that there are places where the gospel is not welcomed, where it should be. Places where the love of God is not being expressed, where it should be. Cultures and microcultures where these things have not been expressed in ways that resonate with them and have not resulted in revival and transformation. So, the church, apostolically, doesn't just make converts, but also it makes disciples and leaders. It doesn't just reinvigorate ministries, it also creates new ones. And it does not only fill seats in churches, but it also takes new territories. The church should be apostolic.